Distance Nerding.
Oh, it's round your
It looks like I'm holding two dicks. I don't like that.
Oh, you're doing the Donald Trump?
First, you pressure us into alcohol, and now you're talking about dicks? What's
It's
going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, he just did the Donald Trump, the double dick dance.
I just got here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Taco Tuesday. You know what that means. You are now experiencing distance nerding.
Part of the Comic-Con Radio Podcast family.
She's lassoing Beast. It's Jen from Frey Comics.
He's Gollum stunt double. It's Jahmez.
That was last week's.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you weren't here last week.
That mine wasn't filled out, so I filled mine out.
He's applying for Kathleen Kennedy's job, even though she's not leaving the job.
Yeah, no,
Phil,
Jen,
come on.
she's not.
You're a week late on the jokes.
You're the one that writes the jokes.
Oh, my bad. Alcohol.
Yep, and we're
here to nerd together.
We're
talking about anything pop culture news, movies, food, music, wrestling, comics, whiskey, cranberry whiskey, Malort, whatever you're nerding out on, we want to talk about it.
Not Malort, man. YouTubers, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Really helps us out. Listen on your favorite podcast app. Leave us a review. Remember, 5 stars helps us. We are trying to transcend and have everybody love us. But until then, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, Blue Sky, Discord, all the places at Distance Nerding. And of course, you can email us at everybody's favorite place. Where's my button right there? Where's my button? Where's my button, man? Dist.
I got your button. I got your button right here. A bit shaky, weighty. Oh, that's
oh,
good.
God. A bit shake weighty. Intsnerding at AOL.com, and we will read it live on air. This is terrible. James is caught doing some peer pressure. For those of you who weren't listening to the show, the pre-show, where we kind of make jokes and talk some smack.
The show before the show.
James is drunk.
Trying to be.
Yeah.
And he convinced us to drink with him. Now I went and got. So I don't know if you guys know what Boa Vista is. I hope you do, James. There is a homemade hard cider that I bought out from them. And that's what I was going to drink.
Is that a peach?
No, it's a berry cider.
Berry, okay.
Like one of my favorite ones they make.
Berry, no apple?
It's a berry apple cider.
You're a berry apple cider.
Saewon was talking about soju in the chat, and I passingly mentioned that I have soju in my fridge right now. So rather than just that, I'm going to be drinking some Karm soju.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. I like to see. Saewon, don't tell me I'm the peer pressure. It's Saewon in the chat that's peer pressuring you to drink. What is that? Soju. He's also saying we're going to get replaced by diverse gay men. And you know what? I'm for it. Thank you, Saewon.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'll be an ally.
So will I.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with that. All right. I just poured me some soju. If you're unfamiliar with soju, soju is for everybody out there that doesn't know soju. It is a Korean rice liquor. So it's like the Korean version of Korean rice liquor.
What did you call me? A Korean rice liquor? I'm not
Korean
even Korean, bro.
But if you're not familiar with Korean, if you're not familiar with soju, it is essentially the Korean version of sake. So, with that being said,
I like that.
I thought it was a little sweeter than sake.
It is, but it's also harder than sake.
Yeah, that's true.
Way harder than sake.
Yeah.
Kampai. Everybody, love you guys. I'm gonna die tonight.
Mabuhay.
Mabuhay.
Wow.
That actually was not bad. It was actually really smooth.
That looked like water.
Soju usually hits you pretty hard. That was not bad. I got that from a customer at my work a while back.
Wow.
And it's been sitting in my fridge. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you have now stumbled onto the worst kept secret on the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching the download. and turn off the loop like usual.
A loop. Imagine that. I wish we can get rid of that, young Phil.
Maybe in the future we will. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into this. Oh man, this week on deck we've got the Geek End update.
The
blender is upon us.
You guys are terrible. Girl Mode Official, welcome to the stream. Soju is delicious, and actually, like I said, this soju is really smooth. I'm probably going to drink another shot in here in a minute. What we're watching?
It's Daredevil week, baby.
You guys are not on it today. Starting rumors.
Doom's plans revealed.
And of course, rounding it out, the end of the show here, the download.
We're going BRZRKR with all the news.
Are we?
BRZRKR.
Are we?
Cue the soundboard.
Our love for you is ticking clock, BRZRKR.
That is a soundbite that should have been there a long time ago.
Oh my goodness.
We have been so overdue on having that as a soundbite.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I bet we're impressing Girl Mode Official since it's her first time watching.
I hope we are impressing Girl Mode Official. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into all of that and all the fun things that we do on this show, of course,
But first,
let me get a shout out. Ladies and gentlemen, this show and everything we do here is brought to you by the good folks over at W. That's right. W is a brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. W contains no maltodextrin, no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Find out more about W at www.w.gg. Use the code NERDING10 and get 10% off your order. It is absolutely delicious. They have a whole bunch of flavors. I just saw a review actually earlier today. Someone was reviewing their latest flavor, the Tiger Blood. Yeah, and this guy said that typically he doesn't get anything outside of the Monkey Madness, which is the hydration drink.
Uh-huh.
But he went and bought this, and he was like, it's the best flavor they've ever come out with, and he recommends it. So I thought that was cool. Yeah, I thought that was cool, so I definitely need to catch it before the next show. Oh, snap. Brian Garcia in the chat. What up, Brian?
What up, Brian? Look, and everybody's even welcoming Girl Mode. Look at you guys. Very nice. Very nice.
Absolutely. We're trying to keep it classy around here as we can, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, outside of Dubby, this entire show, you can catch it in all the fun places, but the funnest place you can find it is at we can find this is Nerding on Comic-Con Radio.
Comic-Con Radio. Find Distance Nerding and our second show, A Comic Conversation, on comiccon-radio.com/podcasts. I'm going to pop it in the chat.
Please
I'm
do.
going to update that link. I'm going to update that. But yeah, get all your interviews that we've done. Oh my gosh. I started planning for our next round of interviews. Let's go.
Oh man, we've got some fun ones coming up here pretty soon. I've got to get everything else on the feed, so then that way we can update that as much as possible. But we have so many interviews lined up just for this year, and it is going to be spectacular. I'm so excited for this.
Ooh, and we have some new equipment. This is going to be awesome. We're going to Weekend Blender this coming weekend. We might get some interviews right there at the Weekend Blender.
Absolutely. So actually, James is already transitioning like a fucking pro. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Geek End Update. You'd almost think that we do this, like that we're good at this or something.
We try to be.
I haven't been paying attention at all this whole time.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be drinking on the job, bro. Weekend Blender, March 15th and 16th at the Sunrise Mall in Citrus Heights here in Sacramento, California. It's a free event, everybody. Come hang out. It's a free event. If you got to get on a plane and get yourself to Sacramento, I don't know how much our plane tickets are these days, but it's a free event. You might as well do it. It'll be worth it. Family friendly, vendors, cosplays, contests, special guests. It's going to be amazing. Friends of the show, Project Wish Upon a Star will be there. It'll be great to see Veronica and Darren. Kyber Cave will be there. Get your saber on. DeLong Family Cosplay, who's in the chat.
Yeah, which I've got some news from DeLong Family Cosplay. Let me throw this out there right now just because it's kind of a big deal.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. So they said they wanted me to let everybody know that at Weekend Blender, they're going to be doing a challenge. And if you come to our table and Sat Geeks table, they can win a prize from DeLong Family Cosplay only at Weekend Blender. So guys, make your way to Weekend Blender. Come and participate in this challenge. Says that, we get to come up with the challenge for our side. So we're gonna come up with something. Both me and James will be there, so you guys will see us there.
It'll be awesome. Yeah. Sack Deadpool said he's gonna be there. Everybody's gonna be there. This is great. So many friends. We were messaging with Stark Comic Vault. They're gonna be there as well. It's gonna be great. How many H2?
Brian from I believe that's Brian from Triggered, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he said he'll be there if you're going to be there, and James will be there. So
I'll be there.
So Brian, you better make your way there. I don't think we've seen you since AEW, man, like in person.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But in our new friend of the show, Pete, who puts on Weekend Blender, shout out to Pete. He'll be there. He'll be vending. He said he might even do some cosplay. So that's awesome. So again, Weekend Blender, March 15th and 16th, Sunrise Mall here in Sacramento, Citrus Heights. It's free, y'all. Come hang out.
Again, sorry. Shout outs to Pete, but also, guys, I've got a soundboard, new sound on the soundboard. And when you hear that sound, that means drink. All right. But I'm gonna do one in reverence and just amazement to Pete here.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
There we go. Let's drink.
Dilly dilly. Yeah.
Oh, James is opening up his second can.
ASMR.
James, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Manly Fresca vodka spritz. Nothing puts hair in your chest like a Fresca mixed vodka spritz. Mango citrus.
I knew what you were drinking, and I was like, I have to get you to do that on the show. But also, that sounds refreshing and delicious.
It does. Yeah. It sounds refreshing.
I'm very refreshed. Thank you very much.
It's not like I'm any better. I'm sitting here drinking berry hard cider. Come on, man.
We're very healthy. We got our fruit intake. It's amazing.
we're drinking our fruit.
I'm having Moscato.
Yeah, she's drinking grapes. She has her grapes.
See? Perfect. See? We're so healthy.
Oh God. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, come to Weekend Blender. Come and hang out with us. Like James said, or he was getting into, Cindy Rude's going to be there. Human H2 is going to be there. Sack Deadpool is going to be there. DeLong Family Cosplay, Kyber Cave. I'm just reiterating what he said here. Project Wish Upon a Star. And please, if you guys come by and you see Project Wish Upon a Star, please make a donation. Those guys are amazing, and the story that they have put together is so noble and selfless. They deserve any donations you can give them for the project that they do and everything that they do. So guys, yes, come and see us at Weekend Blender. It's going to be a great time.
Tater said he's going to be there in his Kite Man outfit. It's going to be amazing. All right, let's keep it going. Keep it going.
All right, well, let's continue on here, guys. Did that get... Oh, what we're watching. Guys, what we're watching. What do I have on here?
You know, actually, we didn't cover this, but are you guys caught up on Deadpool?
You mean Daredevil?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, not Deadpool, Daredevil. Sorry.
I was like,
I was looking at Sack Deadpool's message.
I am caught up on Daredevil. I don't know. You guys want to talk about it for a second?
Well, we can dip
no spoiler review?
it. Yeah, we'll do a non-spoiler review.
Okay.
It was good. That's about all you can say because everything's a fucking spoiler in it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Everything is a spoiler. I'm just gonna say it 100%. If you guys liked the Netflix series, it amps it up to the next level. It very much takes place after the events of the third season, so it is in in concert with it. It's not something that's just like a reboot and the previous things that were there didn't exist. There are references to the old show. It is very much a fans show, and not so much a like you can't go into Daredevil without having watched the first 3 seasons.
Right. It is the 4th season. It may be season 1 of the Disney show, but it's the 4th season of Daredevil.
Yeah, they make it very evident that it is the 4th season of this show. It is very worth the watch. It does start off a little bit slow, as it should. Well, it starts off fast and then slows down for a minute.
That cold open, that'll change your life.
The open was heartbreaking, but I mean, it's amazing, guys. So far, it's great. I'm going off of Kofi Kingston. Shout outs to Kofi Outlaw. Shout outs to Kofi Outlaw, our buddy for over at comicbook.com, Comic Book Nation. He's seen the entire show. He said it starts slow and then picks up, and it goes into overdrive by like episode 4. So I'm excited to watch it. Just even more so than I was already.
I was amazed by the cold open fight scene.
Yeah.
And I loved that. I was exhausted.
Yeah.
At the end of that. And I mean, that's what you want in a fight scene. I was like, there were 2 things that I really wanted to make sure that they hit. And they do seem to be hitting both of those things. And one of them was the fight scenes. I can't tell you what the other one was because it would be a spoiler. But yeah. So it is streaming on Disney Plus. I think episode 3 is streaming like right now. But
after
you need to watch us.
It's after the show. We have a deal worked out with Disney Plus.
That's right.
So after the show's over.
So that's on Tuesdays, right?
Yeah, that's a Tuesday thing. Yeah,
okay. For some reason, I thought it was Thursdays, but it's probably because the other 2 shows we're going to talk about here are on Thursday. So the next show that we're watching right now, you guys caught up on Reacher?
No, we're going to binge it at the end after it's all out.
I just caught up yesterday.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second because it is a good show. We're totally enjoying it. I think there's something about. No, I'm not going to spoil it.
Yeah.
She took her headphones out. Now she's not going to even listen. What I'm saying is that this is a show that's definitely bingeable, but it's fun to watch from week to week.
Absolutely is.
Because you get to talk about it.
I agree as well, but
because you got to remember it's also a procedural.
Yeah, Husby made the decision to just watch it all in one.
Gotcha. You know, yeah, I mean, it very much is a procedural. It still kind of goes by those rules, but at the same time, like it's not one of those things where everything's tied up in one episode, but you are getting the whole thing over the season. So it's very good. Again, the way that. Jesus, I love you, Aaron.
Zach Deadpool is spoiling Reacher or spoiling Daredevil, but he said the first 2 episodes were great. Deadpool makes a cameo. Harry reunited with Hagrid, and Man Bear Pig gets killed. So good.
Yeah. Funny enough, he said Harry gets reunited with Hagrid.
You're a wizard, Harry.
All right. So with all that, Reacher has been great so far. There have been a couple of twists, and again, this is also based on a book, directly on a book. So it's if you've read the book, there are massive spoilers to it, but I mean, it's good. It's really good. Jackie says she doesn't like the show because she hates the acting in it. She thinks the acting is overdone.
Oh,
well, I think she's wrong. So
yeah.
Thanks.
We all get to have an opinion.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on Reacher before we move on to the next show?
You should catch up.
Very tall and real wide.
Oh, there is a guy that dwarfs him in this season.
I saw it. It's like in a clip that's going around. I saw he's got this guy. There's a guy that's bigger than him, and I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, and what's funny is because in the book, the dude is supposed to be like twice Reacher's size, and this guy is by far twice Reacher's size.
Yeah, he looks huge in it.
Yeah. He's like 7'1", but he's also he's not built like a lot of like tall wrestlers are. This dude is he's just as chiseled and cut as Reacher is. Yeah. It's kind of scary to be like that big and that ripped.
Okay, you're making it uncomfortable.
Oh, I just realized all 3 of these shows that are on Amazon, they all come out on Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah. So talking about the next one, Invincible, which I just caught up on yesterday. I was behind 2 episodes.
Again, binging it.
Okay,
that
so
one I think is better binged
um,
than it is week by week.
it is visceral. The thing
Yeah.
is they are doing so much right with this third season of Invincible. Not only with the characterizations, not only with his relationships and the way that he interacts with other people, but some surprises that come in on the show, as far as like some comebacks. The only spoiler I'm going to give, which is not a big spoiler, but they do the multiverse right, and I think everybody needs to pick up on pointers.
Okay. Okay.
They need to pick up the pointers from Invincible, from Robert Kirkman, in the way that he wrote this show. Also, this week's episode was the penultimate episode, so next week's the finale.
Okay. Then we can start watching it. Yay.
Yeah. The character that shows up at the end of this episode to lead into the finale, masterful, and I'm hoping another character shows up specifically because we haven't seen him all season. So
Goku shows up.
I'm hoping Goku, and I'm hoping that Luffy shows up too.
Oh, Luffy. Okay, that'll be fun. Now that one I fell behind on, so I will binge that one.
Yeah, it's really good, man.
But just like Jen, I've been rewatching Wheel of Time.
Yeah, good show.
Because season 3 is coming also on Thursday.
Yes,
look at that.
That's right. So that was the next thing we were going to talk about here. This will be short because the show's not out yet. But
I've seen the first episode.
Oh.
Yeah, talk about that, because you got me all excited, and I told the wife, I'm like, "Hey, Wheel of Time is out now," and she's like, "Where is it?" And then we couldn't find it, and then I realized you did the watch party.
Yeah,
and I looked really dumb. So thanks a lot. But tell me about the watch party.
So yeah, there was a global fan event Saturday the 8th, where you could see some bonus footage from season 1 and 2, like the making of and behind the scenes stuff. And then you saw the first full episode of season 3, and oh my gosh, the action just in the cold open of season 3 is freaking awesome, and it's really good. If you're a book reader, you'll really like some of the stuff that they reference in there, and if you're not a book reader, you'll be exactly where the characters in the story are. So it's really good. But that's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to say like too much.
No worries. It's fine. Again, because we're not doing any spoilers. We'll probably do one of these Fridays, especially like maybe in like a week or two, maybe next week. We may do an Invincible recap. Well,
yeah.
I'll wait for you to watch it. Once you're done, the following Friday we'll do a spoiler show.
Yeah. So, but then after that, there was a Q&A. So they did, because they had the London premiere, and so they had a few of the cast members there, and so they did a Q&A. So you could listen to them answer questions from the Q&A. So nice. It was about a 3-hour like fan event, and it was really neat. There was a chat going on during it and everything, but of course I didn't chat because I was there to watch, and it was really good. I was very impressed. I'm halfway through book 4 on my second read through, and so I'm kind of refreshing myself on what happens in the books to kind of see, okay, well, how did they change this? Why do you think they changed that kind of thing? So
nice.
So before we move on here, because we're getting ready to start some rumors here, guys.
Dilly.
And,
drinky.
And I'm drinking another shot of soju.
Salud.
That's water.
Salud.
It could be water. The thing is that soju's like a creeper. Like, it tastes so weak, but it's just gonna like wreck me later.
It's because it's so smooth.
That's the problem, is that it's really
so smooth, and you're like, this is so smooth, I want more, and then you're like, oh, I've had too much.
Hey, if we break another one of your monitors tonight, I apologize right now.
We will not. My monitors, both of them are mounted now. So they're mounted on the wall. So unless I punch one, It's not. We're not breaking my monitors.
All right. Well,
Is this the new
the night is
room?
young. The night is young.
What was that?
Is this the new room?
This is the new room. I'm in the new office. It's not actually set up yet, so it's just kind of like a mess right now. But I've got everything as far as like my workstation set up, so it's pretty nice.
Oh, cool.
So let's get this going, guys. It's time to get banned in Belarus.
Banned in Belarus.
I think that's the name. The new name of this segment is just Banned in Belarus.
That would be fine. I'd be fine with that.
All right.
Again, me breaking stuff. I got like really wild right there, and I just like punched my headphones.
Yeah.
You said you were gonna punch a monitor. So.
No, I'm not punching monitors at all. Let's jump into this, guys.
Got some monster rumors for you. The monster verse is far from done. And if the latest plot leak is to be believed, the next Godzilla Kong movie is taking things to a whole new level of chaos. The leaked intel suggests that the King of Monsters will be the primary villain. Fueled by rage over humanity's interference, according to the report, Godzilla becomes the antagonist. The major twist this time is that Godzilla himself is set to become the primary antagonist. Is Godzilla John Cena? What's happening here?
Oh, you know, he's turning heel.
No, we wouldn't be able to see.
He's turning heel.
Oh my gosh, Godzilla turns heel. His rage is fueled by humanity's interference in the natural order, leading to a full-scale war between Titans and the military, culminating with a match at WrestleMania. Wait, what? No. Meanwhile, Kong isn't fully on board with the destruction, wrestling with the choice of siding with Godzilla or maintaining humanity's trust. The next Godzilla Kong movie is set to stomp into theaters March 26th, 2020.
And that was a pseudo synopsis.
March 26th, 2027. Tacos on the table. Is Godzilla going to live long enough to become the villain of his own franchise?
Oh, Kong is going. He's going to heel. My tacos are on the table.
Godzilla or Kong?
Oh, no, yeah, Godzilla. Sorry. Godzilla is going to be heel. He's Godzilla's.
I've got the name for the movie.
Okay.
Oh crap! I just lost it. Shit.
It's okay. I've got it for you right here. Godzilla.
John Cena.
Oh my goodness. I this kind of actually makes sense. My tacos are on the table for this one. Godzilla gets pissed at all the humans, that are ruining the environment. Go ahead.
Freaky Friday, Kaiju edition.
Okay.
Because Kong's usually the one that they see as like he's gonna destruct everything, and Godzilla's the one that saves people and stuff. So it would be Freaky Friday.
Girl mode just had the greatest thing in existence right there. I need to see Godzilla and King Kong have a lightsaber fight. Yes.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Kong already lost a hand, like Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, there you go.
So we might as well throw a saber in his hand.
You know what's funny is I don't think Sack Deadpool is actually like following wrestling, but the joke he made. So would that make King Kong their version of Dusty Rhodes? No, he would be Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Kong would 100% be Cody Rhodes.
The gorilla nightmare.
I think
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Did everybody do their tacos?
Yes, my tacos are on the table.
And
yeah,
James,
yeah.
tacos table. Okay. So John Cena wrestled, and Dwayne Johnson wrestled.
Mm-hmm.
Did Vin Diesel ever wrestle?
No,
he didn't. Are you sure?
Yeah. He may have like cameoed or something. Like he may have like come in on something, but like he hasn't like wrestled a match.
He's like not a wrestler.
He's not a wrestler. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know why I thought that he was, but I did for some reason.
Gotcha. Where are your tacos?
I said mine were on the table.
Okay. All right. Just gotta make sure. Okay. Speaking of Vin Diesel,
Oh, that's funny. That transition, as you guys do. You guys are so much better at this than me. You guys are just fucking pros. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am spinoff. No.
I am Groot.
All right. Vin Diesel used his social media to seemingly reveal a Marvel project that no one knew was in the works until now. Diesel said Disney wants their Planet X, which some say is Marvel's most anticipated movie. Sorry. The film where Groot returns to his home planet.
All right, Vin. Slow down.
Now, this could be a short film for Disney Plus, meaning that it could be a feature, and it could also hit theaters. So it's just an idea that's been tossed around. So tacos on the table. Will Groot get a full spinoff on Disney Plus, or a full spinoff movie, or is it just going to be a Disney Plus special?
Oh, my tacos are on the table for a special presentation.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah.
My tacos are on a plate next to your tacos.
Okay, don't get them too close.
No. Tater in the chat saying, James, you can't even see The Rock.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
I also say it's going to be a Disney Plus special. I think that it's not going to be something that is long per se. I think it's going to be like a 30-minute short. But I also feel like it's something that Disney wants to expand on. They just don't necessarily. I don't feel like they're going to do anything that is feature length, because I don't feel like they think it's going to make enough money. Like Groot will make enough money on his own.
Well, especially if they continue with the I Am Groot, that would be a really boring 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So, but I think a special presentation where it's him and he's taking someone there, and they're I could see that.
I could see this, especially with Star-Lord back on Earth. Gamora is off wherever, and he's like missing family.
Yeah.
And he decides, like, I'm going to go find my family. And maybe it's him and Rocket go on this trip, and Rocket, like, reluctantly takes him, but he does it because he wants to see Groot happy. Oh, my gosh. And then at the end, Rocket is saying goodbye to Groot because Groot found his people. But Groot comes back to Rocket and is like, we are Groot, or whatever. Is
it going to be Buff Groot?
I think Teenage Groot.
Well, it's not Teenage Groot anymore, because by now, with the way that he grows, he'll be adult Groot again. But I think he's going to be like Buff Groot.
I am Groot. All right, keep it going then.
All right, let's move on to the next story here.
We're over the moon night with MCU rumors.
Okay.
A new rumor is running around saying that Moon Knight, who was confirmed to be returning to the screen after his 2022 series premiere, is rumored to take center stage in the planned Midnight Suns movie. But he may first appear in the current series Daredevil Born Again.
What?
That'll be interesting.
Be in that. The rumor is based on the idea that Moon Knight's next story is supposed to be set in New York, but it's unconfirmed. It's also said that Moon Knight will not be part of Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. Another rumor from the source says Nicolas Cage is reportedly locked in to return as Johnny Blaze. This report says it won't happen in Avengers Doomsday. So we may be looking at Avengers Secret Wars or Spider-Man 4, seeing as a team up has previously been rumored for the Wall Crawler's next solo adventure. Despite that, it doesn't appear as if Cage will be the MCU's main Spirit of Vengeance moving forward. When the character is reintroduced, it's going to be as an agent of Mephisto before he sets off on his own path.
Makes sense.
So, tacos on the table. Do you think we're going to get these characters reintroduced before a Midnight Sun project or after?
Young Phil, go.
It makes sense. It makes sense to kind of introduce him as like a villain's lackey. Just because Ghost Rider is not somebody who is necessarily, good or bad. He goes by kind of just like vengeance in general. So it makes sense to have him kind of be like Mephisto's bad guy. I actually think it would make sense to have him be the villain in the Midnight Suns movie.
Oh.
Right? Like him be like not the main villain, like him be like the first half antagonist.
Oh yeah.
And then reveal Mephisto is the main bad guy, and then he flips the switch and he fights against Mephisto.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like that. I like that idea.
Yeah. Now, as far as Moon Knight goes, it makes sense for him to be like have a cameo. I know that, again, shout outs to Kofi Outlaw. Kofi said there is a cameo that happens late in Daredevil in the season, and it's going to blow people's minds. So it could be that Moon Knight is the one that shows up.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
You know, like I assumed when he was talking about that, I assumed it was just going to be Punisher.
And I'm thinking like a really Defenders. I'm thinking we're getting Luke Cage, Jessica Jones.
Well, I know that Brad Winterbaum said that he's waiting for Jessica Jones and Luke Cage because he wants to see how successful Daredevil is first.
Yeah.
And if it is successful, then he wants to bring in all three of the other Defenders characters.
Oh wow.
You know, we talked about this a while back. Me and James were talking about. I think it was actually last week. We were talking about like if you give Brad Winterbaum and Kevin Feige Iron Fist, like they can fix that easily. They can fix all the problems with Iron Fist.
I was about to take my tacos off the table, but I kind of like how you framed that.
Yeah.
How Ghost Rider. Sorry, my brain just freaked out for a second. Ghost Rider is like the enemy or the antagonist, and then he switches. I like that. Yeah. Though the whole Moon Knight thing, I still don't see how he's gonna. Everything they've talked about has felt like it's gonna be a shoehorn Moon Knight into something. Spider-Man, and Daredevil.
I think more so just because the fans are getting restless because saying like, well, we don't know when Moon Knight's going to come because they're not factoring him in. They're like, we have to give him a cameo or something, you know?
Yeah.
And the thing is that Moon Knight is a major player for Midnight Suns. So if they do a Midnight Suns movie, you know, it needs to be something where like Doctor Strange, Moon Knight, and Blade team up, you know, to fight Ghost Rider. And then, you know, they all kind of like figure out like in mid fight that Mephisto is the actual bad guy. And Ghost Rider's like betrayed, and he's like, "Oh, this is not happening. I want my vengeance." And they go after Mephisto together. And now you have the entire, Midnight Suns team.
Yeah.
At least you get the original four. You get the original four characters from Midnight Suns together.
Yeah, I can see that.
Gotcha. So that means no Moon Knight for Doomsday, for Avengers Doomsday.
That's what they're saying. They're saying he's not going to be in Doomsday. They're saying he's not going to be in Secret Wars, which would be dumb. They should have him in Secret Wars, but
no, they said he might be in Secret Wars.
Oh, I thought they said he wasn't going to be in Secret Wars.
No, they just said he won't be in Doomsday.
Okay. Well, speaking of Doomsday, and
there it is.
Yep, and sticking around with the theme of Doomsday, because we've got a rumor for Doomsday. The recent concept art leak for Avengers Doomsday has cranked it up. And the hype for the movie is high. Some interesting new details have surfaced about Doom's plan, the fate of Kang, and Loki's surprising importance to the story. Because remember, the last time we saw Loki, he was sitting on a throne of I can't get the fuck up.
Yeah. With those really comfy sandals.
Yeah, right? So, according to the rumors, Doom's goal in Avengers Doomsday is all about survival. He set out to prevent multiversal incursions, aiming to stop a complete collapse. Much like Thanos, he believes he's doing the right thing, which is the way that you should do Dr. Doom. Is he should believe that he's doing the right thing because that's what Dr. Doom does, right? Given that he who remains wiped out countless timelines to create the sacred timeline. Holy crap, I almost lost my drink there.
Easy.
I caught it like in the perfect time and didn't spill anything.
All right, slow down there, Spider-Man.
I'm like masticating like crazy. Make a joke. Go for it.
I don't know what a masticating means, but it sounds dirty.
Doom is now determined to take control of his own fate. It's also revealed that the Marvel characters who side with Doom view him as their savior. Is this not sounding like Ultimate the Ultimate version? Ultimate Doom. Right?
Yeah.
It's 100% sounding like Ultimate Doom. One of the more interesting revelations is Loki's crucial role in the film. The report states that he's essentially Avengers Doomsday's MacGuffin and adds the race against Doomsday will be the race to see who gets to Loki first.
Oh,
that's actually a cool concept.
So does that mean that they got to go through the TVA?
Potentially, because that's kind of the only way, because that's the only way you can get to the branch, right? It's the only way you can get to Idrisil.
Wow.
Okay,
all right. I'm on board. I'm on board.
That's the only way to get there.
But I mean, that's going to be the easiest way to get to Idrisil is through them.
Yeah, that's true.
The details from the report include the new Avengers not forming until Secret Wars, certain characters being absent from the leaked concept art and the Sanctum Sanctorum set being built in London for Doomsday. But perhaps the most crucial takeaway is how Marvel will handle the post-Secret War landscape. The reports explain that the idea is to essentially update the timeline universe into one where the Fantastic Four and the X-Men characters exist on the same plane. So, talkers on the table, are these rumors shaping up to be the truth?
I'll be honest. Tacos are not on the table. I feel like they're going to reach so far. I know the storyline of Secret Wars, but I feel like the way it is right now versus where they're trying to go with it, it's such a jump. It's such a leap, you know? And we're missing so many key players. I don't know. I just don't know about this one.
Yeah.
Where are your guys' tacos?
My tacos are on the table just because, again, it already sounds like it's following the storyline for Ultimate Doom, which is kind of, again, Ultimate Doom is Tony Stark. So this is where it all makes sense.
Well, and a lot of the characters are based on the MCU characters are based on the Ultimate version.
Right.
So, yeah, I could absolutely see this happening. My tacos are on the table as well. At this point, I just want them to make it. Just make the freaking movies and let's do this.
Yeah, no,
I know.
I'm with you on that. And again, kind of the idea behind all this too is this is how they're going to like write Kang.
Yeah.
Is through all these timelines and everything like that. Gets a little kind of iffy on where I'm kind of curious on this is, okay, well, if Doom is messing with timelines, where does Kang fit into all of this? And is this how we get rid of Kang? Is this how we change the actor for Kang? Like, you know, how is all this working?
Yeah, I mean, they could do a lot of stuff. Right? Yeah. There's so many possibilities. Yeah. But your tacos aren't on the table.
James,
they're not on the
table. Jen, your tacos.
I'm skeptical.
My tacos are on the table.
All right.
Absolutely. My chicken nugget tacos.
Your chicken nuggies. Oh man.
Was that our last rumor?
That is our last rumor. I'm not going to say that I'm an alcoholic, but I'm like I've poured out that entire bottle. I'm
a little concerned. You've been doing a lot of pouring.
I'm not an alcoholic. I'm an overachiever.
That's exactly what an alcoholic is.
I'm not.
All right, let's get to some news.
That's right. Let's get to the news, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time to talk about the download because it's the download time. Let's do it.
We got to work on that catchphrase. Let's get to the download because it's download time.
Yeah, no. I screwed that up 100%. I'm owning it. I don't care.
To the soju, it sounded good.
It's your fault. Yeah. This is all your fault.
I take full blame for this.
Ooh, Aaron Watson in the chat. Spoiler alert: Jonathan Majors comes back as Dr. Doom.
There you go.
I would not be upset with that.
Do you think that they might do that just to like, hey, we're gonna kill you off. We're gonna wrap up this whole Kang thing. You're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Let's just put a bow on it and be done.
For more news, trailers, reactions, check out the Distance Nerdington post. Let us know what you're nerding out on.
That's right. Well, let's jump into this first section here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give everything away to Frey because
yes, give me everything.
Because exactly, give her all of the money.
Because it's download time.
Because it's time for Casting Corral. Let's do this.
Well, we got 2 of the big 3 this week in casting.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Harry may be a wizard, but these actors are fire.
Yeah. Sound the fire alarm.
Okay, basketball fire. HBO's Harry Potter series has more casting rumors. Sources confirm that Janet McTeer is in negotiations to play Professor McGonagall, while Papa Esidu is finalizing his deal to take on the role of Professor Severus Snape.
Yeah, the internet is going nuts over Papa Esidu playing Severus Snape.
Yeah, I saw like pictures of him and I was like, yeah, I absolutely love that. So are you guys gonna watch the series?
I'm gonna give it a chance at least. I'm gonna watch like at least the first couple of episodes to kind of see like, does it hold up? Is it as good as the movies were?
Yeah.
Like
I loved Harry Potter. But I'm also not married to the movies. Like if they tell a good story, and I'm all for long form storytelling. So like if you take a 2.5-hour movie that's good, now you expand it to be like 8-hour series. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
I feel like they can add more of the book stuff in when you do that.
Right.
So hopefully they'll do that. If they do that, then we'll be awesome.
Right. And I mean, Professor Quirrell is he plays a bigger role, even more of a role than he did in the movies. And he played a pretty big role in the movie. So I mean,
yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting for you, Phil.
I know. I was waiting to make sure we were done. So
the soundboard got a facelift. Okay.
MC, woohoo! The mutants are coming. The mutants are coming. Marvel has confirmed that MCU's mutants won't properly debut until Avengers Secret Wars. But the latest mutant casting rumor is up now from Jeff Schneider. And it says that Jesse Plemons, the guy in the picture over there for all of you YouTubers, may play Dr. Hank McCoy, a.k.a. Beast.
Okay.
So can Jesse bring out his Beast while quoting Willie Shakes?
Okay.
That's not Foggy, is it? That's not Foggy?
No, that's Eldon Henson. This is they do kind of look alike though. I could see where you would get Foggy from.
Well, all those gingers tend to look alike, He
was in Game Night, and he was in the movie what was it, Civil War, with Nick Offerman as the president.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he had the literal like heart sunglasses on.
You know what he looks like to me? If I were to like say anything about him, he looks like Matt Damon light.
He kind of does.
I don't know about light. It looks like Matt Damon got stung by a lot of bees.
No, but I mean, like he's like like fake Matt Damon is what he looks like. He looks like Timu Matt Damon.
There you go.
Timu Matt Damon,
especially with the dog in that picture.
He looks like Timu Matt Damon after a bag of Doritos.
There you go. I think he's also married to somebody like famous too, but I can't remember who.
Oh, that's right. You can't forget his role in Breaking Bad. That's right. He was in Breaking Bad. Oh, Aaron Watson said he's Wish Matt Damon.
Wish Matt Damon. There you go. Man, that's a blast from the past.
There you go.
Yeah. So
can I go to the next one?
We had a small roundup today, but don't forget to visit our gift shop and buy some merch. Yeehaw!
That's right. Everybody buy merch, people, because we got merch, people.
There, yeah. Are you bringing some merch to Weekend Blender?
Oh, I'm bringing whatever we have. It's coming with me. All of it's coming with me.
Okay, all right.
Maybe
Easy,
we'll have a small.
I like it. All right, let's get to the next story. You know, Hollywood is back when we're talking Resident Evil sequels.
Absolutely not. This is. I'm only like half excited about this.
Pucker up, Buttercup. I like it. After 7 live-action films and a short-lived Netflix series, Resident Evil is heading back to the big screen. This time, under the direction of Barbarian filmmaker Zach Krager. There was a bidding war between major studios for the film. I don't know why, including Warner Brothers and Netflix, which put the project in high demand, but ultimately the franchise is staying put at Sony because Sony's really good at franchises. The studio behind all the previous Resident Evil films. Look at that. Imagine that. The reboot has landed at Sony, which will release the film on September 18th, 2026. So that is a year and a half.
Yeah. I'm skeptical just because Sony, it fails every time to try and do Resident Evil right. And it's just there is a entire framework there that you guys can work off of. Just go off of that. You don't even have to start with the first movie or the first game. You can start from the second game. That's fine. You know, because the storyline was better in Resident Evil 2 anyways. But like, just follow the storyline and don't deviate and don't start putting in this crazy stuff that you guys want to put in every movie.
I'll be honest, and I think it's the Fresca mixed vodka spritzer talking, but I kind of like the first Mila Jovovich movie of Resident Evil.
The first,
kind of liked it.
The first one was okay. It still didn't follow everything, but it was kind of like it was one of those movies that at the time when they
Is that the Umbrella Company thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one.
I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah, that was the one where at the time when they made that movie, they didn't know how to make video game movies. So it's kind of like, okay, you get a pass because you guys made a decent movie. But like now, you know, where things like The Last of Us exist, like guys, follow the framework.
You got to crawl before you walk, right?
Yeah.
I get you. Anyway, I like Resident Evil. Let's see what happens. The whole Umbrella Corporation thing, I kind of dig it.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for Resident Evil.
All right, well, let's move on to the next story here. Faster, Furiouser, BRZRKR.
Our love for you is ticking clock, BRZRKR.
That's right. Fast and Furious veteran Justin Lin is stepping into the brutal, blood-soaked world of BRZRKR, Keanu Reeves' hit comic book series, which is being adapted into a live-action film for Netflix. Super excited about this because the book is fucking dope. Lin will direct and produce the film, reuniting with Reeves, who not only stars in the film, but also serves as a producer alongside Stephen Christie from Boom Studios. Shout out to Boom Studios. And Stephen Hamel from Company Films and Ross Ritchie. The project marks another collaboration between Lin and Reeves, who recently supported the director's indie drama Last Days, which premiered at Sundance earlier this year. So before I jump into it, guys, we've got a synopsis. So who wants to read it off for me?
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K-opsis. I know Kung Fu synopsis.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K-opsis. I know Kung Fu synopsis.
According to Netflix, the story is described as a brutally epic saga about an immortal warrior 80,000 year fight through the ages. The man known only as B is half mortal and half god, cursed and compelled to violence, even at the sacrifice of his own sanity. No date when Keanu will go berserker.
Our love for you is ticking clock, BRZRKR.
But it will be on Netflix.
Netflix making moves. I like this.
I changed the page already.
All right, who got the next one? Is it me?
I actually
It's
put Jen on this
me.
because
Oh,
Yeah.
because she's got a closer relationship to Jack Kirby than we do.
Okay. It's about time, true believers.
I don't have a soundbite for
It
it.
was a horrible, like, Stanley impression. Jack Kirby, the legendary comic book artist, is finally getting the documentary he deserves. Are we going to change the picture?
Oh, did I not? Sorry.
No. Let's give him the respect he deserves.
Absolutely.
Kirby Vision is a feature-length deep dive into the life and work of legendary artist and creator. Over his 60-year career, he co-created an astonishing roster for Marvel's biggest icons, including the Avengers, Black Panther, Fantastic Four, Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, the X-Men, Silver Surfer, and many, many, many more. Kirby also worked at DC Comics, introducing the groundbreaking Fourth World saga, bringing to life cosmic heavyweights like Darkseid, Mr. Miracle, Omat, Big Bertha, which characters that continue to shape DC stories today.
Granny Goose.
Granny Goodness.
Okay.
Granny Goose.
I've been drinking. Shut up.
The estate of Jack Kirby, represented by Rosalind Kirby, the Rosalind Kirby Family Trust, is fully cooperating on the project, providing the filmmakers with personal documents, home movies, and creative materials, many of which have never been seen by the public. So that's pretty cool. Nice. No release date set for when Kirby Vision will come to light. I love the name for that because he really did kind of create a vision that so many other people not only bought into, but it's beloved now. There are characters that he helped create that people still love today. So
absolutely.
Right.
Where
look at that screen.
Yeah, I know.
Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, Thor. It's crazy.
Where I'm really curious is, I know that they probably don't want to go like super divisive with it, but at the same time, like, are they going to cover his activism? Because like, dude, Kirby was like a comic book creator by day and a like hardcore like anti-fascist activist by night.
I hope they at least touch on it. I mean, it sounds like it's mostly going to be more about his comic book journey and his comic book life, but I hope they tell other stories too, because, you know, that's one thing that so many people, especially comic book artists and creators and writers, they do so much more than write or draw comics or ink or trace or whatever you want to call it.
There are stories about him like going to like protests and stuff and like punching Nazis in the face.
Well, he had to get the picture from somewhere.
I know, right? So it's just like, like there are just all these different things about like Jack Kirby and just kind of like the things that he did. And a lot of it was because, you know, he was like everybody, he was like, you know, involved in the war, and it was just kind of like, I don't like these people showing up in my country.
Hey, real quick, while we're mentioning it, Sag Deadpool mentioned the Stan Lee documentary that's coming out as well. Not pull away from Jack Kirby, but they also released a trailer for the Stan Lee documentary.
Yeah.
And it's all done from his assistant. Like his assistant saw the way Stan Lee was being treated, and he's just like, I have cameras, I'm just going to turn these on. And so you get to, and it's kind of a bummer, but you get to see, you know, the last few years of Stan Lee's life and what he went through. So
yeah,
that one will be interesting. But going back, Kirby Vision, I'm super excited for this one. I think everybody should learn more about Jack Kirby.
Absolutely. I agree. Jack Kirby, again, like Frey just said, he was a visionary. Right. And the man, he gets a lot of credit, but he doesn't get as much credit as he should.
He was very prolific, and he was a comic book creator, both, you know, writing and arting and drawing.
He created both Darkseid and Thanos. So it's just like, you know, he created the two to this day. Like, the two biggest villains in both franchises.
Mm-hmm. And he at some point drew Dr. Doom, right? Too.
He did do Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I mean, like he's had his fingers because he was, in a 60-year career, he had his fingers in a lot of pies. So there are a lot of Jack Kirby version of characters too, and so it's a very iconic. Like you see his work and you're like, well, that's Jack Kirby. I mean, you just know.
Jack created the Guardians.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The original Guardians of the Galaxy. Like Jack, if it's colorful and weird and crazy, Jack Kirby had his hand in it.
And larger than life.
Yeah.
Because that was like, he loved that Celestials. He created all the
He created the Celestials. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
So many different, like, iconic, like the MCU and the big, large scale villains that they use right now wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Jack Kirby.
Yeah.
This makes
and in DC too. You think about it.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, mine is off topic. You go ahead.
Well, I was going to say that he created a lot of mythology within Marvel and DC itself that we're still experiencing to this day in comic books and movies. So
yeah, he added so much lore to Superman. He added so much lore to Justice League. A lot of like
created the new gods.
That's what I was going to say. Like a lot of the weird, fantastic characters in Justice League were characters he created. Again, we just mentioned the Fourth World, right? But like Fourth World is all Darkseid and Granny Goodness and Big Bertha and
Female Furies and Desaad and Orion and
I was just about to mention his Darkseid has two sons, right? It's Orion and who's the other one?
No,
Gary.
Orion is his son.
Orion's his son. The other one's his adopted son. Right. I'm trying to remember his name.
It was
Calabac.
Yeah, but that's Allfather or Highfather. Allfather.
Highfather's son is Orion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's like they swapped them.
Right.
So it's kind of Norse mythology like, except instead of just one of them taking the other one's child, they just did a baby swap.
Right. Oh yeah, because Orion is Darkseid's like physical son.
Right, like bio dad. He's the Darkseid's Orion's bio dad. So
right, and then Calabac is Highfather's biological son.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's complicated, but it's fun. Anyways, again,
Game of Thrones ain't got nothing on this.
Oh, dude, so much more stories.
All right, we going?
Yeah,
good.
To the next story here.
Okay, from Tu-Dum to Cha-Ching. Look at this soundboard putting in overtime. Netflix is planning to spend a staggering $18 billion on movies, TV shows, and other production in 2025. Oh my gosh, which is a hefty 11% increase from the $16.2 billion it's shelled out for 2024. The figure was confirmed by Netflix CFO Spencer Newman at the 2025 Morgan Stanley Tech Media and Telecom Conference, where he made it clear that the company sees no cap in sight. We're not anywhere near a ceiling, Newman stated, adding, I think we are still just getting started. Oh my God, Netflix making it happen. I like this.
Yeah, that's why they charge $25 now.
Okay, yeah, you're right. This aggressive spending strategy comes with some casualties. While Netflix is throwing billions of dollars at new production, it's also ruthlessly cutting shows that don't meet its internal metrics, which they don't really talk about. Recently, The Recruit was canceled after 2 seasons, despite strong viewership rankings. I did watch that show and I did enjoy it. It sucks that it's canceled. Expect a lot more squids and a lot more games coming our way. Tu-Dum. Netflix spending some money.
It upsets me that I can't cancel Netflix because there's so many things I watch on it, but at the same time, it's like they increase the price and they know that they're just going to pay for it. People are just going to pay for it. Why? They want to stop watching wrestling? Assholes.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, all the other streamers kind of are piggybacking off their own studios, right?
Yeah.
Their own production companies. Netflix is like, we got to go all in. We got to create our own or go find their own. So Netflix is the one that's pushing content from, say, Korea or overseas,
right?
And doing all kinds of stuff. So I'm all for it, Netflix.
Well, Disney's kind of doing the same thing too, because a lot of times between Disney and Hulu in other countries, they're the ones that are putting things out there.
Right. But I mean, so as far as streamers go, who do you think do you still think Netflix is the number one streamer?
I would say they are. I would say that Netflix is still on top. Everybody is trying to chase Netflix the same way that, everybody tries to chase Apple as far as like phones go, or everybody tries to chase Amazon for like smart home products and like delivery style. Netflix is the company that everybody chases as far as like successful streamers go.
They're the McDonald's French fries of streamers.
100%, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, and they've been around for so long. It's so hard to chip into that base.
Right.
Unless, they have to really shit the bed for that to happen.
And you know what I like about Netflix too is that they have to be creative and how they get their subscriptions, how they get content. They're not just like, all right, well, hey studio, whatever you're putting out on, we'll put out in 6 months or whatever. Netflix is going out and finding a ton of content or creating their own content and seeing what hits. So I'm willing to pay that extra price for Netflix. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
I like that everybody.
Soapbox.
I like that everybody is like doing their comparison. So they are the Wendy's milkshakes of streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are the Phil's Chile Verde of streaming. If you've never tried my Chile Verde, you need to.
I've never tried your Chile Verde.
Next time we have a get together, I'll make some.
I'll see you on Saturday. So I guess that's getting together.
I could. It doesn't take very long for me to make it. It's just kind of expensive. It actually wasn't that expensive. It didn't.
So now you're putting a price on our friendship. So,
yeah, I am.
All right. Well,
you know who else is expensive? Jon Favreau.
Good. Thank you so much for moving us along with the transition. What Jen just told me to do right now.
Move along.
All right, let's do this here. Oh boy, I have rabbit ears now. Wait, I have rabbit ears. Jon Favreau is developing another project with Disney that will blend animation and live action. After shaping the Star Wars universe on Disney Plus with The Mandalorian and revamping Disney classics like The Jungle Book, Favreau is now bringing Oswald the Lucky Rabbit into the spotlight. So this is again, pseudo synopsis, but not a real one. Created, I just wanted a reason to press it. Created in 1927 by Walt Disney, the mischievous rabbit starred in 27 silent and early sound cartoons, showcasing slapstick humor and inventive animation. Universal eventually took control of the character in 1928. Disney responded by creating Mickey Mouse, oh boy, which changed animation history. Decades later, bringing Oswald back to Disney became a personal mission for Disney CEO Bob Iger, who secured the rights in 2006.
Oh, wow.
So Favreau, I know that's pretty awesome.
You know why? Because
What?
That's what he watched when he was a little boy. Because he's old as fuck.
God, is he that old? He's in his 70s, so I mean, like, he doesn't look like it, but he's in his 70s. So Favreau is set to write and produce the series centered on the classic character for Disney Plus, and I am kind of excited. The only thing I'm worried about with this, because I mean, he did have 27 cartoons, but is it going to be the vision that Walt had for Oswald?
No, of course not. Well, I mean, think about it. Back in the day, this was Mickey Mouse before Mickey Mouse. The vision that he had for Oswald,
no, it was
became Mickey Mouse.
His name was Oswald. They're different people.
No, but what James is saying is the vision that
I know what he's saying. That was a joke. Oh my gosh, James.
It
And
went
I
over
both
my head.
got
It's
it.
fine. It went over my
Bill,
head. I've been
you
drinking.
need to slow down on the drink.
I've tried.
Wait, 27 silent films. Do we know what he sounds like?
He has a voice. They gave him a voice in
And it sounds like this.
no, he's kind of like goofy.
Like this?
No, like he's like goofy in the sense of the word, not like that, like the character. I'm forgetting the name of the game. But the Mickey game that I was actually playing for a little while, he got reintroduced in that game, and in the second game they actually gave him a voice.
Is that like the magic one, Mickey's
Epic-
Magic, or something like that?
Epic Mickey. Yeah, so in
It was
Epic,
something like that.
right, in Epic Mickey 1, he doesn't have a voice because they just kind of have him like grunting a little bit, just like, huh, oh, huh, oh, huh, aha, ha, like stuff like that. In the second game, they give Oswald a voice because Oswald's the main villain in the first game. He becomes like his best friend in the second game.
Aw, let me tell you about my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So Oswald came before Mickey,
Right.
but Disney still owns the rights.
Well, now they do. They bought him back.
Yeah, they
Right.
didn't have the rights because. Do you not know this story?
But he's not public. What I'm getting at, he's not public domain.
Not yet.
Not the way like the first rendition of Steamboat Willie is.
It's because the rights
Right.
have changed hands. So
Right.
Yeah. So it's like 100 years from 2006 or whatever.
right.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Jon Favreau, it doesn't feel like he can do no wrong.
Absolutely.
Like every time they give him something new, he knocks it out of the park. Mandalorian, even the Lion King movie. Come on,
Yeah,
now.
he did a really good job.
Come on.
You know what he wouldn't hit out of
He's
the park?
money, baby.
The Starfire costume.
So let's move on to this next story here.
Over to some DCU news. The DC Cinematic Universe is in the middle of a major transformation under James Gunn and Peter Safran. We don't hear a lot about Peter Safran. We hear a lot about James Gunn, but not Peter. Justice for Peter.
He's
One
the
of
Oswald.
He is with the ears and everything. One of the upcoming animated series is Starfire, and it has now been confirmed to exist outside the main DCU continuity as part of the Elseworlds label. Gunn recently took to Threads to clarify the show's place in the larger DCU landscape, responding to a fan with Starfire is Elseworlds, as are most of our family animated shows.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they're doing, like, they chose, like, oh, we're going to do a Starfire show. It's going to be Elseworlds.
Yeah. Well, you know what? One of my favorite things about comics is they have that.
Right.
The what if and the Elseworlds. I love that because it's, hey, it's the questions that you ask. Well, what if this happened?
Right.
And then it tells that story. Hey, here's what we think would happen. And I think that that's just kind of cool. It answers fans' weird questions, and I love it.
Yeah. What I do like is kind of like to expand on that is it's kind of like, okay, pitch me something. Like he's probably telling all these writers, like, pitch me something. If it doesn't feel like it's going to fit in this greater DCU that I'm building, then we're going to make it Elseworlds and you can still make your project. And I love that they're doing this whole allow creators to create.
Right.
Because that's the problem that I had with previous iterations of DC.
I don't think Harley Quinn is, but I don't think it's part of the DCU Sacramento Deadpool because it started before that, and I think the only reason they're letting it go to its conclusion before they introduce Harley into the DCU. I think really.
Yeah, I still feel like, I do feel like it is considered Elseworlds at this point.
Yeah, probably.
Same
But
thing.
it's not. It's not. I wouldn't say it's DCU canon.
Yeah, same thing. Like they said that the disastrous Joker movies are, or I guess the second one is the disaster, but the disaster that is the Joker franchise is Elseworlds.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense. It just gives them the leeway to be like, you know what? We're making something. It's for kids, or it's a different demographic, and it doesn't pertain to the overall storytelling we're trying to do with this DCU. I'm okay. Sure.
I feel like it's the DCU, the family stuff is like what the kids that live in the world, like live in the universe of the DCU would watch.
Yeah. Gotcha. So, any other thoughts on this?
I don't have any other thoughts on it.
James?
My only other thought is I've been drinking, and I just want to admit that I used to have a big old crush on Starfire. So,
I mean, I
with
all
the freaking George Perez drawing her.
Oh, the George Perez version of Starfire is every pervy
like,
kid's dream.
Issue number 21, where she's being like Blackfire's like got her like thing on it, and she's like writhing. I'm like, this is every boy's wet dream right here.
Well, I'm gonna reach.
now I got a thing for, like, orange skinned people. They're really good. They're really good.
Oh God! Speaking of orange
real
skin,
sexy, sexiest people in the world, in the universe, if you will.
God, I feel dirty now.
So you have a crush on Captain Carrot?
I like carrots. I got bad eyes, but I'll eat the carrots.
You know that man is not eating carrots. Get out of here. I'm gonna reach for a different Elseworlds product, because we definitely need an Elseworlds project if he's not going to be in the DCU. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm Batman.
Alan Ritchson is making it very clear again that he really, really wants to play Batman.
I'm Batman.
The Reacher star is so eager to don the cape and cowl that he's willing to do it pro bono. Jen sent me this interview, and I fucking went nuts.
I love those. Like little wire things where they take off the.
Oh yeah,
I watch all of those fuckers.
They're fun. They're fun. I do watch a couple of them every now and then. I love the whole thing. Like, I was a model. What did you expect?
Well, I like those, and I like the puppy interview. Just because I want to see how the freaking celebrities react when the puppies go pee or poop. It's hilarious.
Well, like I said, like Alan going, I was a model. What did you expect?
You're like, yeah, I didn't want to do that, so I went to LA and became a model. I'm like, oh my God, of course you
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
There's an interview he did with Alan Ritchson did with Wired, which is where this quote comes from. So I'm going to say, quote, Ritchson told Wired, would I play Batman? Yes. Would I pay handsomely to be Batman? You wouldn't even have to pay me to be Batman. He was so excited when I heard it, because like, he's so juiced to want to play Batman.
Well, and the thing before that, he says, James Gunn himself has gone on social media and said, I am not Batman. I think that's your answer. Like, he was like pretty adamant about it. I just thought it was funny. He's like, James Gunn. I know James Gunn. Like, he's like, he's my friend. But he has said, no, I'm not playing Batman. I think that's your answer. So.
Well, he said when the rumors started getting like really big about him playing Batman, he actually had a meeting with James Gunn. He was like, no, you're not going to be Batman. So it's like,
I really think he'd be good as Midnighter.
Midnighter could be fun. I mean, like, off-brand Batman, but I mean, like
but Midnighter's more brutal. Like, he is the brutal, like super brutal Batman.
But he's still
off-brand
Batman.
Okay. No, he's elevated Batman. Midnighter is elevated because he's in touch with his sexuality and he finds a healthy relationship to be a part of.
No, hold on. Another thing though, he could be like if they ever do Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
He could be Batman from another universe. He could be like
Frank Miller Batman.
Thomas Wayne. Right? Are you
he
talking
could be
about
Thomas Wayne Batman.
Flashpoint?
Yeah, from Flashpoint, right? He can be Thomas Wayne Batman.
Actually, if they were gonna do a Flashpoint, I'd love to see him as Barry Allen.
God, he'd be a massive Barry Allen though.
Mhm.
I know. It's a little.
Well, he's got the lighter hair, and whenever I think of lighter hair, I want to do a lighter haired character.
Okay. So Richardson continued. What's amazing to me about this rumor of the Batman or the Batman desire and the zeitgeist is the fact that James Gunn has personally announced publicly on his Twitter or X or whatever, he's not playing Batman. He is not playing Batman, and this thing will not die.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he addressed it again. I'm not holding out, or like
It's
I'm
because
holding
you
out.
keep making it a thing.
Yeah, I'm holding out on it just because it could also be a swerve.
It could be a swerve. I was thinking the same thing, like because not Batman, but Gunn is like, all right, we need to put a hold on all this other stuff that we're talking about and concentrate on what's coming up right in front of us.
Right.
Superman, creature commandos, yada yada. Like we need to focus on that, not all the stuff that's years down the pipeline. It could be a swerve. Could easily be a swerve.
Yeah. I love Sack Deadpool saying it would be really funny if James just had him reprise his role as Hawk.
Right.
Yeah.
So then
One of
Hawk
the-
comes in and he's bigger than Batman. That's just scary.
Yeah. Well, so what I was going to say is in the same Wired thing, he talks about Hawk because I guess one of the searches was, who does Alan Rickson play in Titans? And he was like, you need to watch the show.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
He's really just like, really? You need to watch the show. Hawk. But it's funny, like he talks about like where his his origins of being like super nerdy come from.
Yeah.
And it's great. He just talks about like how his dad was in the military, he moved around a lot. No, I don't think that he would be a good Martian Manhunter, mainly because anytime, especially like for when I like read comics and even in like a lot of the depictions of him, John Johns is black to me.
I just think of, but I don't think of him as like Martian Manhunter. If anything, I'd say Guy Gardner. But we already have Guy Gardner.
We already have a Guy Gardner.
Yeah, with Nathan. So
Speaking of Batman, like what if they bring him in for like a villain point of view? What if he's like DCU's Solomon Grundy? Like they go get somebody big like him and like some kind of tragic accident where he like died and came back and he's just angry all the time. I think it could easily be Alan Ritchson as Solomon Grundy.
you hear that like high pitched squeaking?
Yeah.
I do.
That's my dog. That's the corgi sitting in front of me.
Pet your dog.
Squeaking. No,
Yeah.
she doesn't want me to pet her. I don't know what she wants, but she doesn't want me to pet her. I guarantee you.
Maybe your dog has a take on Alan Ritchson as Batman.
She loves Alan.
So
He's dreamy.
there is a rumor / confirmation that just came out, I think either today or yesterday. But the main villain in the Batman 2 is supposed to be
Clayface.
Mr. Freeze.
Oh, really? I heard Clayface.
And he's supposed to lead a band of characters, and Clayface is supposed to be one of the characters that's in it. Right. So what if Alan Ritchson comes in and plays Mr. Freeze?
Ooh, that'd be interesting. I'd like to see him be tortured by a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I don't know. He would just have to play Shakespearean pretty hard because Mr. Freeze is a very Shakespearean tragic character.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh, Azrael would actually be kind of dope.
I was like, oh, yeah, he could play John.
Yeah.
Is it? No, John Valley? Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
John Valley.
Yeah. Or Jean. Is it
Jean.
Valley?
It's Jean-Luc Valley.
Jean-Luc Valley.
Jean-Luc Valley.
Yeah, that's it.
Azrael would be dope.
Yeah.
Long as saying Jeff is
Except
saying
I hate
Killer
him as
Croc.
Batman.
Yeah, Jeff is saying Killer Croc. I don't think he's not gravelly enough to be that. Ooh, Deathstroke.
Yeah, fours. That's a great idea. I just
Deathstroke
want
would
to
be
see
dope.
his pretty face and his pretty
But
abs
I
and
still-
his pretty back.
I'm sorry, just before we finish this thought, I still want what's his name? Who played Deathstroke in the DCEU?
Oh, Manganiello.
Joe Manganiello. I still want Joe Manganiello to play Deathstroke. I want him to get a second chance because he didn't get a chance to kill it as Deathstroke, and that dude would murder that entire role.
He's too busy hosting Deal or No Deal Island. He is set. He doesn't need to worry about.
He's too busy having D&D matches on YouTube.
On a yacht, so he's fine. He's not coming back. All right.
Do you think Jon Favreau ever goes to his D&D sessions? I know Jon Favreau is like a big nerd, right?
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
You think so? You don't think he's too busy, like with Mandalorian and Grogu?
He could be, but let's move on to the next story. I hear where you're going there. Or actually, James, you had a thought. Did you?
I totally forgot it because we've been drinking. So news from a galaxy far, far away, but really the galaxy is Anaheim. A new set of photos were released this weekend at South by Southwest that gives fans a first look at the set of The Mandalorian and Grogu, and they each feature the BDX droids. I didn't know they're BDX droids you may have seen in Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge or even in The Mandalorian. At the convention, Disney Parks also confirmed that Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge attraction, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, is being overhauled with a new Mandalorian and Grogu overlay. All right. Ooh. Big things happening.
Okay.
I do like how they are finding ways to evolve Galaxy's Edge. It's not the park that we saw day one of Galaxy's Edge. So I do dig that. Okay. Concept art offers a first look at the Millennium Falcon soaring into various locations, including Bespin from The Empire Strikes Back, Jawa crawling fortress, and even the remains of a Death Star alongside Din and Grogu in the Razor Crest.
All
right.
Oh.
According to the director Jon Favreau, the additions to the attraction won't simply retell what's happening in the movie. It's more like participating in something that's happening just off camera from what you see in the film. The new mission will debut the same day Mandalorian and Grogu hits theaters, May 22nd, 2026. We're a year away. Oh my god.
Wow.
Imagine like setting it up, and I'm sure people are going to do this, but like setting it up where you go watch Mandalorian and Grogu and immediately go to the park and then go and do this ride.
I know.
Yeah,
that's
nuts. That's living the dream. That's what that is called.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm into it.
I love it.
I do love this. I don't know if you guys saw the introduction, but they had Favreau on stage, and one of the BD units walks on stage, and there's the Ancelian. Is that what they're called? The little small.
Yeah, the little tiny like.
Oh yeah.
There's an Ancelian writing it because it's like, bad baby. There's an Ancelian writing it and like working on it at the same time. So there's like a bunch of wires hanging out of its head.
Yeah.
It's like pulling on the wires. And you just see the droid like reacting to it. He's like, no, don't move.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. By the way, speaking of droids on stage, when they first announced BB-8, and the first time you ever saw BB-8 was at Star Wars Celebration.
Right.
I was fourth row, and I got to see BB-8.
Oh, you were there?
I was there.
Wow. Did he blow you a kiss?
He did, with his little lighter that pops out.
Yeah.
It was nice. I took it. Okay, let's keep going. Over to some good old MCU news. In a recent interview with Collider, the Russo brothers were asked about their level of concern about paparazzi taking set pictures, and the Russo brothers explained that they are already planning for that. We were pretty good about shutting that down, explained Joe. Anthony followed up by saying, we're sort of strategized to hopefully be effective with that when it was mentioned that it sounds as if much of the movie will be filmed on sound stages. That makes sense. That's how you keep it under wraps. Got it. However, Anthony explained that they've also chosen their filming locations very intentionally, explaining the location work we are doing. We have picked those locations with that in mind as well. I wonder what that means. The Russos are currently setting up in London for what will be a standard length shoot, according to Anthony. So 6 months for each of them, for each movie, I guess. Joe confirmed Avengers Doomsday leads off in theaters May 1st, 2026. Secret Wars 1 year later, May 7th, 2027.
Do we know who's older? Is it Anthony or Joe?
I'm going to say the guy with gray hair is older.
So Joe.
So Joe.
Man, no, Anthony has a little bit of gray, but it probably is that. You can definitely tell they're related.
But Anthony is taller. Usually it's the second kid that's taller.
Oh,
Right.
Really?
Yeah, typically.
Oh,
There you go.
I'm taller than my brother.
I'm taller than my brother.
You're not taller than your brother.
I'm taller than my brother by like 2 inches.
You're taller than Jesse.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know why Jesse seems like he's taller.
It's because he likes to act taller.
Feel good family dysfunction reminds me of an MCU movie coming out. What is that MCU movie? What could it be?
Is there an MCU movie that's coming out?
With people bickering.
Yeah.
Bickering.
Is there an MCU movie that's coming out that we've been doing rewatch
A lot of sass.
on Fridays?
A lot of sass.
Yeah, maybe there is, because get your mac and cheese and hot sauce ready. The Thunderbolts news is cooking.
Now let me do it. Are you done? Can I add the hot sauce?
I thought about making that a soundbite, and I was just like, I don't have enough time. I'm not going to do it. The latest Thunderbolts trailer confirmed what fans have been speculating for months, that Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, Julie Louis-Dreyfus, is now the owner of the former Avengers Tower. In an interview with Empire Online, director Jake Schreier revealed that the tower is now called Watchtower, a name that carries some weight in the Marvel universe. That makes a lot of sense.
It really does. It does.
That Avengers Tower is now the Watchtower. That makes so much sense.
Guys, you know who's going to show up? Oh, no, that's the clock tower. Never mind. I'm not going to finish that.
Were you going to say Batman?
I was going to say Barbara Gordon.
Oh, Barbara Gordon. Thunderbolts is currently set to be released in theaters on May 5th, 2025. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not watching the watch along, the watch alongs that we do every other Friday, got to start doing it. We've already watched. We've already watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. We just this last week we watched Black Widow. And this week we're going to be watching the final episode of, or not this week, but the next week, we're going to be watching the final episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because that's the last time that we saw
Johnny Mayo. And Val was in that
Val,
too,
I believe. Well, Val,
that's a link.
Val shows up in, I forgot, she
Black
shows
Panther.
in Black Panther 2.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, she does show up in that with Johnny Mayo. So I mean, it's not like, so
like we're gonna watch that. And
how do you watch again? I still don't.
So there's two ways to watch. The easiest way to watch it is on Chrome on a laptop. So because it's the program that we're using is a Chrome extension,
and it's called
Teleparty, right? It used to be called Netflix Party. But they changed it to Teleparty because now it's multiple. It works on multiple apps.
That was for my Mythic Quest fans out there.
Teleparty.
But Teleparty is where we're doing everything right now. All it is it syncs up the movie so we can all watch it together, and then there's a chat on the side, and basically me and Graveyard and you know, the DeLongs and Sack Deadpool and everybody else that shows up for it, we're essentially watching the movie and like Mystery Science Theater and the shit out of the movie.
So you get to hear each other?
No, it's all text chat. It's still pretty funny.
Did you all did any of you watch the Absolute Cinema Thunderbolts trailer?
I did. I have not.
It's so good. It's very A24. That's all I'm going to say about it, but it's very A24.
Oh, yeah, I did watch that one today.
Is it not? did you not like? Were you not thinking, oh my god, this is an A24 freaking trailer? But it's so good. I loved all the little like, because there are new clips in it, but they're so not what you think. It's very Madison.
Madison. Sounds ready saying that's right. We have to wait for Phil's ads to go through. Yeah, I'm sorry. We don't get enough tacos from people, and I had to bump down my Disney Plus to the ad version of it. So we have to watch ads. We have to wait for ads to go.
I have to watch ads on Amazon because fuck Amazon.
Yeah, they want you to pay $15 extra for ad free, and that's garbage.
That's garbage.
15 extra?
Yeah.
That's not even like fast food anymore. Oh my god, let's not talk about this. So what I want to say is, I'm pretty sure Yelena is going to be my favorite after this movie.
Going to be? She's not your favorite right now?
Well, I love her so much, but no, she's not my favorite because, you know, there's a sweet, young, sweet summer child called Aman Vellani that I love and adore. And then there's also Catherine Hahn as Agatha Harkness. Who can't love her? I love that woman. Like, to my soul, I love that woman.
Okay, what about Thunderbolts? Let's just talk Thunderbolts.
Well, Thunderbolts, yeah, she's my absolute favorite. Well, her and Bucky are.
I was going to say, Bucky, come on now.
Because of where Bucky is now. Like, I just love that what they did to the character and, like,
his
how
arm is nice and clean.
He's gonna, like, totally mess it up, but he's still, like, he's like, I'm retired. He's that old, like, the Lethal Weapon, Danny Glover.
I'm getting too old for this.
Yeah, I'm getting too old for this shit. You know, I'm retired. I'm 6 days away from retirement. You know, it's like all that. That's what I love. So
I think there was like some meme where it's like when Danny Glover said, I'm getting too old for this shit, he was like 48.
Yeah. It wasn't even.
Like,
and then the actor like proceeded to work for another 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, and I'm working some more. Let's do Grand Canyon.
Well, you know, a way we can solve this, young Phil, is to get rid of this ad-free Disney Plus. Is if we had some people buy some merch.
That's right, because ladies and gentlemen, you can buy merch. We got merch, people.
We got merch, people. Go check it out. We got, we're going to have them at Weekend Blender this weekend. How exciting.
A shirt.
Oh, see,
you're
look at that.
Right now. Nice.
Represent. We got the black logo shirt. We got the gray character shirt. They're $20. So if you come hang out with us, they're $20. We'll hopefully have your size. We got a bunch of different sizes. Let us know how many you're looking for, which color you're looking for. You can also DM us at Distance Nerding on Instagram. Let us know what you're looking for. But we'll have them at Weekend Blender. Come hang out. We'll give you some free stickers. We got free stickers as well.
Oh, I got my stickers in the mail today.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
How nice
thank
is
you
that?
so much. I love them. And now I'm like, I want to put one on my computer. So
nice.
I gave you enough to share with Shadu and Chuck.
Yes, and I thought I might put some around town.
Oh yeah, please do it. I'm dying right now because like the chat started blowing up about the merch just right now. Wong's like, any new merch? And then Forrest goes, merch. I need a new DN shirt. And then Sandra started it, and Jeff started messing around. Any hats? Jeff, how many hats? Deadpool, any hats?
There are hats, but we don't currently have any.
Yeah, no. We will get hats soon, guys. We're actually working on a new piece of merch, rather than just regular hats. We're looking at other headgear. We're looking at a couple things, guys. We're gonna have more merch.
Are we gonna do like the snow things, like the Firefly hat? Because oh my god, I'm sorry.
That'd be great. Girl Mode Official. If you're going to see us on Saturday or on this weekend at Weekend Blender, either Saturday or Sunday, come by. We have stickers at the table. You can grab some. So by all means, please.
Stickers, yeah.
That's right. James just got re-upped on all the stickers. So.
Yeah. And Sandra, I asked when did I asked for stickers like last year, didn't I? Like
yeah.
You asked like a month ago.
when I asked for stickers.
You asked.
And
Don't bring
then
Gal
I
into this.
asked-
Don't try to make me feel bad.
Then I remember. Well, no, I asked Phil first. I
Yeah,
should have asked
let's
you
blame
first,
Phil.
'cause
Exactly.
then
James
probably
has
would've
control of
gotten
all the stickers right now, so no, there's not asking me.
But guess who sent them out? Guess. Yeah.
I know, and guess I have your
Yes.
address now. But I mean, you
Okay,
have
now
mine,
it's
so
weird.
like-
Now you made it weird.
Did you lose mine, Jen, because you had mine from when I sent stuff to you before?
I know, right? Yeah, I don't know where that. Like, I keep the envelopes. I don't know where that envelope is. I probably shredded it. I go in like shredding is my happy place, so I like to shred things. So I'll wait and I shred all of our stuff. Yeah.
Sack Deadpool. Distance learning boxers would actually be pretty smart.
It would be.
But what we're working on right now is and this is just like throwing the tea out there. We are working on like a distance nerding hand towel
Yeah, we're
Whoa,
gonna do
hey.
hand towel.
to go along with the towel jokes that we've been doing for like the last forever.
We should call it a rally towel.
No, that's what we're making is like the rally
The
towels.
rally towels, yeah.
Yeah. We're
Why don't
making
we make-
the ones that John Cena has, like where he pulls them out and he has the little towel.
Don't tell them about the James T-Rex plushie though.
Oh yeah, no.
we
the
haven't
James
confirmed
T-Rex.
that yet.
If you guys haven't seen that yet,
That one makes no sense.
I posted it on social media. I was so proud of that because we
That
have
was
a
really
whole
good.
bunch of new logos that we're going to be like messing around with, guys. And just to kind of, if you haven't seen it, I'm just going to put it on the screen for you guys. to see.
Who ever let you have AI? I don't understand.
Oh,
who
I
let
didn't-
you have.
No,
AI.
James, I didn't do this with AI. I actually did this myself.
Yeah, that's not AI. He did. all
And you're
that
admitting
himself.
that? You're admitting that?
I am. It's
Okay.
meant to be terrible. Can you not tell? Look at the side of your head. You can tell how bad that fucking Photoshop is.
Yeah, it's supposed to. You're supposed to look like that.
I think it's a good angle of my face, though. I'm just saying.
I think that the angle of your face makes your butt look small.
My dinosaur butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Your tail would be so much bigger.
Yeah.
that's actually.
I need that BBL. I need that BBL dinosaur butt. We'll work on
Oh
that.
my God, Sack Deadpool distance learning socks. I'll destroy those to Padme so fast.
That's we only sell them. We don't sell them in pairs. We only sell one at a
That
time.
would be funny.
Why is the sock so crispy?
Ugh. Okay, you know what? Now you made it weird.
No, that's where the joke was going in the
where
first
the joke is going
place.
in the first place.
Anyway,
You don't have
ladies
to
and
be
gentlemen.
overt about it.
No, I don't like being overt. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk the schedule. Tuesdays, the download, the show you're watching right now from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. On your social media place of choice, mostly on YouTube. Of course, Thursdays on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. Thursdays, we do the build from 6 to 8. Fridays, we're going to be doing a distance nerding social hour. So kind of like different things that we do on Fridays. It's really just a bunch of people just hanging out together and having a bunch of fun. Now, that's typically where we're also going to be doing our movie watches. So when we do our watch-alongs, once we're done with the watch-alongs we're doing right now in preparation for Thunderbolts, we're going to start our watch-alongs for Fantastic Four. We'll be watching all the Fantastic Four movies. So, be on the lookout for that. We usually post the link on all of our community social media pages. So that's going to be like in the Nerdings in Post, on the Facebook Messenger group, on the Nerdings in Post chat, on the announcements group on Instagram, and of course on Discord. So if you're not following us on all those places, follow us there. That's where we'll be putting those links for the watch alongs on Friday. That's also, I believe, what's today? Today's
Tuesday, the 11th.
the 11th. This Friday, we are doing a distance Jeopardy.
We are?
Yes, we
are?
had a while back that we're doing one on Friday.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna do distance Jeopardy on Friday.
How many people are on that?
I'm not sure, but I know of all people. Give me 1 second.
Probably Grave.
Graveyard is hosting, but the special guest that we have coming on this Friday is the one, the only Matt Aguilar.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
So-
do you want to do it then, James? And then I won't go because that we would need 3 for Jep Nerdy.
We can do 4. We can do as many people as want to come on and participate. Well, I mean, we don't want to go too crazy, but
I just know how James feels about Matt.
Yeah.
No, I love Matt, but I appreciate that. But
it's a game show, so that's why I'm saying.
I'll have to check with the boss.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. No, again,
yes, my wife, not me. Thank you for.
But again, the thing with that is, he already agreed that we were going to do it on the 14th. So, yeah, just like come on, guys. We're gonna have a whole bunch of fun. The last time we did just Distance Jeopardy, it was absolutely off the rails. It was so much fun. So yes, guys, tune in for that. That'll be this Friday. We'll be doing Distance Jeopardy, and then not this week, but next week we'll do that watch along for Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I love Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm. But this is like Fridays. These Friday shows that we're going to be doing. Yeah, these Friday shows that we're going to be doing is going to be like the more fun stuff. Well, not more fun stuff. I mean, we already do fun stuff, but like, we're going to be doing like game shows and
interactive stuff,
interactive things. We're probably going to be moving because it's been a while since we've done a breakdown, but we'll probably start moving the breakdown over there. So when shows end, we can do a whole breakdown of the show and everything like that. So
Friday recaps.
Yeah, so Friday is going to be our kind of like, all the stuff that's outside of our regular shows will be on there.
Friday's like the magic drawer that everyone has in their house that you can find anything that you need in that drawer. That's what Fridays are. They're the magic drawer of distance nerding.
Right. We are, if we can help it, we're going to try and keep everything we do on Fridays to an hour. So then that way we can respect everybody's Friday nights. The only exception to that rule is things like Distance Jeopardy, because you never know how long that's going to go.
Oh yeah, and you just will find out exactly how much we don't know about.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
We'll argue about what we do.
It's absolutely a crap ton of fun. So yes, guys, we will be doing that on Fridays. So again, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays are going to be our show days moving forward. We hope to see everybody there. Sandra said, "Oh, you are our Friday night."
Aww.
That's so much fun.
This is my Friday night.
Yeah, you are my Friday night.
So cute, so cute. All right, so that's Thursdays and Fridays.
I've got to update the schedule. The schedule's from our last thing. We removed the Friday build just because everything caught back up, and we don't really need to have them on Fridays.
Yeah. I just like that we're expanding and doing fun stuff, and we're not just doing the news and interviews. We're actually having a panel of hosts because we have enough to have a panel of hosts.
I know, right?
To do all this. It's fantastic. We're having a community.
Pluggables. Let's plug it up. Jen.
Plug. I do stuff and things and stuff.
At those places. Frey Girl on YouTube.
Stuff and things. No. We've got a second season of Classified out on the Frey Girl channel right now. And Percy Jackson is the one that we did for first season at the Disney Plus show. It's a pretty good one. I would say, I think it's our best of all of them. I really enjoy the whole thing. We did go off on tangents because hello, I'm me. So we're doing that. We also have a sister show coming out. We have one sister show already called Journals of the Classes, and that's all the classes. So if you don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons classes, you can actually watch that sister show. There's 13 episodes. It goes through every single class. We talk about the subclasses. It's really interesting if you're new to D&D, because I haven't played it since the 80s. And then we've got our Classified, and then we also have one called Journals of the Ancients, where we're going to talk about all the different races of the D&D characters that you can play. On my channel, Shadu has his channel called Shadu Studios, and he's got several things going on. I think right now he's got a Elder Scrolls and Religions video up that's doing pretty well. So if you guys have a chance, go and watch that, because apparently he gets a little religious-y in that one. So
Oh God.
watching him do that is very entertaining.
Does he go like full on like I'm a pagan? Understand that?
Yeah, I mean, now he's like, you can't stop him from saying that. It's like freaking Oliver Queen on freaking Arrow. I'm Green Arrow. It's like, dude, everybody fucking knows already. Just shut up. But yeah, no.
You have failed this city.
Yeah, we know you failed the city because you keep telling everybody you're freaking Green Arrow.
Wow.
But yeah, so I have layers.
She's harboring some hard feelings against Stephen Amell. It's great.
There were some mistakes made during that show.
Oh, I'm not going to disagree with you. The Demon's Head episodes kind of pissed me off.
Look, Daredevil is the Batman show that we deserve.
It kind of is.
It really is. It's the Batman show we deserve. Absolutely. So move over, Oliver Queen. Go back to the island. So that's me. Hey, and I'm on all the socials, Blue Sky, all that. I'm Frey Girl.
Awesome. Real quick before we keep going, I do want to mention shout out to Force Effects that was in the chat. Our good friend Aaron, who's used to be on the show all the time, but he's way too busy big timing us with his voiceover acting career booming.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Aaron. Please sign a Funko Pop for me when you have a chance, and don't make me pay for it. But also we got the DeLong family cosplay tomorrow, right? Speaking of
Tomorrow.
Yeah. At 5:30 they're going.
Oh, 5:30. They're going early.
That's Pacific time.
And it's
Correct.
Pacific time, yes.
Because that's the only time that matters.
No, and you actually saying it's Pacific time is you acknowledging there are other time zones.
No,
so hush your
it's
mouth.
at 5:30. That's all that matters.
Whatever. He acknowledged
Specifically
it.
Pacific time.
Hey, let's go back. Let's replay. Let's go back to the recording of him saying it. Come on.
Though Pacific time just went through like a daylight savings thing, and it's messing me up. So
yeah, like everyone did, because there are
Not
other
Arizona.
time zones.
Not Arizona.
No, Arizona doesn't do that.
All right. Okay. Do we want to talk Taco Party?
Yeah,
Taco
we can do that. So, ladies and
Party.
gentlemen, if you would like to support us, the best way to do that is to head over to distancenerding.com and buy us a taco. And ladies and gentlemen, you can join the taco party. Join the taco party. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you can join the taco party. Join the taco party. It's the best way to help us go to more shows, to do more content, to do more fun things, and do more fun events. And we want to get back to doing live events. We haven't done it since the beginning of the show. Start going back to doing like trivia at breweries and things like that. Fun stuff, guys. We do still do Comic-Cons, so we want to see everybody at your local Comic-Cons. If we're in your area, please come out and say hi to us. Again, Weekend Blender this weekend. We will be there. Come and say what's up.
James keeps trying to get me to go to all these ones locally to me as well. So hey, if you're in around the Oklahoma area, then yeah. Absolutely. I'll be there. But
exactly.
Something you want to discuss, tell us what you're nerding out on and connect with us. Connect Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, not X. It's never going to be X. He's never going to call it X. Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, Blue Sky, MySpace, Vines, GeoCity, Frienders, Second Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, and OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson, feet and mandals, the beard,
Jahmez's glasses,
and
should do,
and what he'll do for money, and that's
everything. Everything he'll do for
Everything.
money, and especially when his mom says he'll do everything for money,
Wow. Just got weird.
That's always the intention. At Distance Nerding. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or wish the internet would consume us completely and spit us out at the feet of Alan Ritchson because, oh God, I would love to be spat out at his feet.
You know, apparently he eats everything.
He specifically says, because they say, how do I get a body like Alan Ritchson? He goes, genetics.
Genetics, yeah.
He goes, I eat everything. He goes, I don't diet. I just eat whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
So we all know that Alan Ritchson can pretty much is just genetically perfect.
Mm-hmm.
He does say that he does full body workouts every day, though.
Yeah, he does. Like, he works out like every day. He's
I do full body workouts with a bag of Doritos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah, when you're the age that Jahmez is at, it is a full body workout to pull a chip out of a fucking bag.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, you know,
don't pull a hammy.
Not a lot of people know this, but Jahmez is 103. So
yeah.
Exactly. I got them Asian genes.
Yeah.
It's James is the character that this character was based on. Give me the Jeopardy answer for that.
Uncle Iroh.
Who is Lopan?
It's really pissed me off to no end.
That's rude. That's absolutely rude. But he looked better than Egg Shen, so I'll take it.
That's true.
Not wrong. At least the younger version of Lopan, right? Like
yeah.
I think that's what the whole thing with Egg Shen was anyways. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us. Jahmez, take us home.
All right, everybody. Besides, thanks and keep nerding together. Don't forget, Bruce, go to sleep.
Go to sleep, Bruce.
Go to sleep, Bruce.
Bruce, it's bedtime, baby. It's time to go to sleep.
Why? What just happened here?
I don't know.
There we go. I was like, what's going on? All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the dance party. Let's get this going. You thought you meant short round?
No rat.
Distance nerding.
Is that a new one? That's so cute.
Not a new one. It's just one that's within reach of me right now. Some happy trees and happy mountains.
Please, happy trees. Let's do some birds. Let's paint some happy birds.
Baby Yoda will just eat.
We'll see everybody on Thursday.